Hello everyone, Basic Ollie here, hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another video. Today we are at the Red Bull Ring in another video on Gran Turismo 7. So this is Daily Race C, we are in the Subaru WRX. I should know this car very well because I own one, except it's not quite as good as this. Mine's a bit more of a rust bucket and not quite up to pace, to say the least. Talking about pace, let's get this race underway and hopefully, fingers crossed, we do actually have some good pace in this race. So, like I said, we're starting in P10. I did a few qualifying laps, but nothing major. I think I set a 29.2, I believe, to put us in P10. This is a top split race. We've got the likes of delboy in here, and we've got Rory in here as well. So we have got some other YouTubers to contend with as we prepare ourselves for turn 3 for the first time. There's 3 chaps up ahead, fighting as they go into turn 3. You've got 2 Z4s. Surprisingly, very popular choice actually for this race this evening. We're going to be, well, we're going to be trying our best, obviously, of course, but we might struggle a little bit because we don't have much race time as such at the circuit under our belts. As you can see, as we go into turn 4 there, missing our braking point really, just you want to be clipping the inside of that corner. And yeah, just missing it terribly there as we go through turn 5, and then we're going to go through turn 6 as well. Lovely flowing track is the Red Bull Ring. It is quite a quick, fast-flowing circuit, apart from, well, a couple of major break points. We see actually someone go off there. Maybe they missed their braking point. Maybe, just maybe. But yeah, yellow flags, and that was Lucy, and unfortunately, they have left the lobby. Now, Dom behind me, the Brit, is just... Guy's all over me. He's absolutely all over me. At this point here, I get a terrible exit. I'm amazed I didn't actually bin it. And he does go side by side as we prepare ourselves for turn 1. Now, I'm just going to be brave. And thankfully, just showing, you know, that I was going to stick to it. We managed to keep that position. But again, just missing the braking mark. It's so weird. Like, the way when you enter a race, you can see I was just shaking there with disappointment. I think it's just the difference between going from, like, a quali into a race where you got full tank and tyre wear. It makes a hell of a difference. Now, I do look for a cheeky little move. As you can see, there's a ghosted car there. There's 2 ghosted cars. And there's 3 ghosted cars there going to turn 3. So something major happened going into that corner there. We'll certainly check that out after the race. But there's 3 ghosted cars there to turn 3. God, Lord knows what happens there. But that did not look good. As yeah, we're now promoted up to P7. Now, we have Rory on our side to left. Now we're going to be going into turn 5. This could be dangerous going side by side. If there's anyone you really want to go side by side with in the corner that's going to respect the limits, it is going to be Rory. He's certainly not going to push you off. Or does he? Let's find out. So we go through turn 6. A little bit of contact there, and actually what I've said has almost come true there. Now, I don't know who was at fault at this, and again, we'll check the replay afterwards. I thought better of it, though, and I decided to give him the position back. But we'll certainly check the replay after this race to see exactly what happened. I feel like we're going side by side there. Maybe Rory just lost the rear a tad there. So easy to do in this Subaru, and he does actually decide to give the position back. So fair play. So massive thank you, and shout out to Rory there for giving that position back. We're both gentlemanly there and try to give each other the position back. But it's nice to see. It's showing good respect between drivers. So yeah, none of us really want to don't want to see it end like that. But yeah, thankfully, fingers crossed, though, we're still both in this race. So it doesn't make too much of a difference. Now, I do go for a sneaky move up the inside into turn 3. Way too ambitious. Now, at the time, I thought it was okay, but looking back at this as I've edited this and doing the voiceover now, that was a little bit naughty from your boy there. That was a little bit sneaky. And yeah, I just went a little bit too deep into turn 3 and almost go a little bit too deep into turn 4 here as we barely slow it down. Second gear, 40 miles an hour, moving like a snail at that point because I just had to slam the brakes and hope the thing would slow down. But we do manage to keep our position. And then behind us, there's all sorts of calamities going on behind us. You can see there's 3 cars off the track now. So we had 3 ghosted cars in turn 3, and then we've got 3 cars off the track there. Certainly a lot of incidents going on in this race, and we'll be sure to check them after this race is done. And let me know your opinions in the comments and what you think happened there and who's at fault for the incidents. It's pretty hard to tell when you're racing, during the race yourself, to kind of make a judgment, especially when it's behind you like that in the mirrors. We nearly go off there as we start lap 4, but so far, not so bad, to be fair. We managed to not get in too many incidents. I wish my driving was a little bit cleaner, to be honest with you, but maybe I'm a little bit rusty. Still trying to get used to the handling model on this game compared to GT Sport, but yeah, no real excuse. We've got to get used to it. We've got to get used to it now. Anyways, skipping ahead to the end of lap 4. Hyper Lemon here gets himself a penalty. And then me and him are going to have a real good battle for this P6 here. Into turn 3, outbrakes himself slightly. Now I do get, I just don't get the traction coming out of turn 3, and boy do I struggle, because I feel like I'm better going into this corner. He gives me so much space into turn 3, which is awesome to see. But I'm having to be into like first gear to kind of slow it down and rotate the car enough to get through turn 3. And then I just do not have the momentum to get the move done. Now on lap 7 here, I'm miles away. I don't even want to go for this move, but again, I feel like he outbrakes himself and he leaves the door open, so I try and accept the invitation. And once more, I've not managed to do it, but we do have a really good launch now. We get plenty of slipstream going into turn 5. Can barely see my brake marker there. And we go into second gear, 50 miles an hour, nice and tight to the apex. You can see the rear of the car there. Just put my foot down way too harshly, fully accelerated, and this game will punish you. Look for a cheeky little move there into turn 5, hoping he will back out, but he was having absolutely none of it. So we go to lap 8 then once again. Turn 3, I go for that wide entry, and it seems to have worked a little bit better. Barely can get the power down. Wheel spinning in second gear, cannot get the traction. But once again, we do have the suck, so we're going to go and try and go for a move once again into turn 4. Do we get it stopped? Yes, we do. 2 wheels on the curb. Again, power down. You can see that rear really struggling with traction in second gear. It's a real menace. It really is, this car. Super quick in a straight line without the bop. With the bop, sorry. But yeah, very difficult to keep it under control. And then you can see me and Lemon here going to side-by-side battle all the way through the middle sector. Absolutely awesome. Loads of respect. And yeah, shout out to you, Hyper Lemon. That was absolutely awesome driving by you there, sir, and thoroughly deserves to keep that P6. But does he keep it for much longer? No, he does not, because we decided to be a little bit cheeky and scare him into a dive, really, into turn 8. It wasn't really on, but I went for it regardless, and we do manage to get that position. But sadly, it was a little bit too late for us really to do anything further up ahead. So lap 12, I do manage to catch up, and we do manage to get P5, but that is only because the Austrian in P6 there now got himself a half-second penalty. So it looks like we're going to exit turn 9 here, and we are going to cross the line, and we're going to get ourselves a P5, where we start from P10. Good race, really. Yeah, good result in the end, and fingers crossed we can build on this and build up our confidence. So let's have a look at the incidents then that happened in this race. We're looking at turn 1. Hazard there kind of just did what I did, just went a little bit too deep into turn 1, and comes together with Rory there, and unfortunately spins him out. Same thing happens with Dead-Eye Delboy. Turn 3 is absolutely deadly, and this is a good example of the ghosting system working here, because if he didn't ghost there, oh my goodness me, it would have been an absolute pile-up coming out of turn 3. So this is Hazard again. I believe you could see the incident. Yeah, it's just too deep, and he does the right thing and lets Rory go. But at this point here, he just sits there. I think he's just super frustrated with himself. We've all been there, and yeah, I think later on he backs out shortly after that. This is our battle with Rory through turn 5 and 6. And 7, I guess, if you want to call it that as well. Absolutely mega stuff, side by side. We'll slow it down here. You can see, just loses the rear end here, sets him off. He goes slightly towards the right there. There's a bit of contact, and yeah, just a little bit of bumping and drop, and yeah, just yeah, unfortunate. No, nothing malicious here. And yeah, you can see this incident here as well. I've been over it a million times, and I still can't really decide who the hell is at fault here. It's a real strange one. I don't know if Rory brakes early, or the chap behind him brakes too late, or the chap behind him hits him as well. And yeah, I'm lucky really not to be involved in that too much, to be honest, because there is a bit of contact on my rear bumper there, and there's a bit of a push. but I do manage to survive it. And yeah, you can see P9 here. Look, it's just don't really know. I feel like maybe the servers might have something to blame. You know, some sort of part to play in that. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. But either way, yeah, just the races. I don't think anyone did it maliciously. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, boys and girls, please do hit the like button and subscribe on the way out. I hope you like these videos. Kind of a bit old school, the way I used to do it back in the day when the channel was rather fresh, where I do a race and then do a voiceover afterwards. If you did enjoy it, let me know in the comments. But thanks you very much for watching. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, ta-da.